Octopus Energy just fired warning shots across the bows of Axel Energy. Is this the beginning of the battery wars? Now, a few weeks ago, if you wanted to make money from your home battery, the answer was pretty simple. You used your battery to reduce your electricity bills and then you exported any surplus. And if you had a supported battery, you could sign up for something like Axel Energy and get paid to help the grid out when it needed it most. Now, somebody at Octopus must have sat up and took note because in the last few days, Octopus launched something called Charge Pack. Now, some people are calling it Octopus's answer to Axel. Some are calling it a virtual power plant. Others think it's just Intelligent Go for batteries. But after spending quite a bit of time reading through the meager materials that are available, I think most people are misunderstanding what Charge Pack really is. So in this video, I'm going to explain what I think Charge Pack is, who it's for, how it differs from Axel, and ask what I think is the most important question of all. Who is getting the most benefit from systems like these, and should you sign up? The first thing to understand is what Charge Pack is not. It's not a tariff. It's not a battery. It's not an EV charger. It's not a replacement for Intelligent Octopus Go. According to Octopus, Charge Pack is a smart battery optimization service that works alongside Intelligent Octopus Go. The target customer appears to be somebody who has an electric vehicle, a compatible home battery, and is already on Intelligent Octopus Go. Now that's important because it's really not aimed at customers on tariffs like Flux or Intelligent Flux. It's aimed at EV owners with batteries who want Octopus to handle everything automatically. Now think about what Octopus already controls. They can already control when many EVs start and stop charging. They have all of your smart meter data. They have access to wholesale energy markets. They have forecasting systems. They know when energy is cheap and they know when energy is expensive. And now they want access to another asset, your battery. From Octopus's perspective, this makes perfect sense. One battery isn't very interesting, but tens of thousands of batteries become very useful indeed. 100,000 batteries becomes incredibly valuable. And that's effectively a giant virtual power plant spread across thousands of homes in the country. A lot of people are assuming Charge Pack is simply Octopus's version of Axel. Now, I don't think that's true. In fact, I think they're fundamentally different products. So let's take a look at Axel first. With Axel, most of the time, nothing happens. Your battery behaves exactly as it would normally. You decide when it charges, you decide when it discharges, you decide how much reserve you keep, then occasionally Axel sends you a notification and said, hey, the grid needs help. Can we borrow some energy from your battery? The battery exports and you get paid quite generously. The event ends, everything goes back to normal, and that's a very simple and easy to understand model. Now, Charge Pack seems to be very different. Instead of waiting for occasional events, Octopus appears to be continuously optimizing your battery, looking at electricity prices, weather forecasts, solar forecasts, grid demand, and the flexibility markets, then deciding when to charge, when to discharge, and how much energy to keep in reserve. Your battery becomes part of a managed fleet, not just during special events like in the Axel case, potentially all the time, 24 hours a day. And that's a very different proposition. Now let's get to what I think is the interesting bit. People keep asking, is Octopus's AI smarter than me? Honestly, in my case, it probably is. It has access to information that I don't. It can see wholesale prices, forecasts, grid conditions, national demand patterns, things I simply don't have access to. But I think that's the wrong question. The real question is, what is the AI trying to optimize? Because my objective and Octopus's objectives are not necessarily identical. My goal is simple: keep my bills low, keep enough energy available for my home, and make some money where possible. Octopus's goal is different. They want to maximize the value of thousands of batteries operating together as a fleet. Those goals overlap, but they're not always the same thing. So let's look at a couple of examples. Let's imagine it's a sunny summer's day. My battery is full, solar has done its job, and we've got some friends coming over for dinner and a bit of a hot tub party. So the oven is on, the hob is going, the air fryer, and maybe the hot tub is also heating up as well, should we decide to sit in there and have some drinks later. You know what's about to happen. I know what is about to happen, but does the AI know? Probably not. Unless you've somehow told it, humans are unpredictable. We make decisions at the last minute. We change our plans, we have friends come over, we decide to use applications and appliances we weren't planning to use. The AI can't forecast that. So it may decide that exporting energy earlier in the day was the correct decision. And from Octopus's perspective, perhaps it was. But from my perspective, maybe it wasn't. And that's not necessarily a criticism, it's simply highlighting that AI can't know everything that's happening inside your home. Now, this is where I think Axel has a huge advantage. Let's say Axel wants 10 kilowatt hours from your battery, and they offer a pretty impressive £1 per kilowatt hour. You export 10 kilowatt hours, you receive £10. Simple. Now, later that same evening, when your friends arrive and you all jump in the hot tub, the oven is on, cooking dinner, you need that energy back. Even if your battery is empty and you have to buy back that same 10 kilowatt hours from the grid at maximum rate, say 35 pence per kilowatt hour, that's only £3.50. You received £10. You pay £3.50 for your electricity, you're still £6.50 ahead. Whether you agree with the decision or not, the maths is obvious. The value exchange is completely transparent. And this is where I think Octopus still has some explaining to do. Now, just to be fair to Octopus, the information that we have right now is from their website, from their frequently asked questions. I'm fully expecting these to be updated, probably even maybe before this video is released. They have a large event in London tomorrow. Maybe there'll be more information from that. But based on what we know today, I think that Axel has a much clearer proposition. I export this much energy, I earn this much money, done. With ChargePack, I don't currently have the same level of visibility. If Octopus discharges 10 kilowatt hours from my battery, I want to know, what did I earn? What value was created? How much of that value came back to me? And how much value did Octopus keep? And how do I know the optimization was actually in my best interests? At the moment, I don't think we have answers to those particular questions. Ultimately, I think this comes down to control. Axel says, can we borrow your battery? Occasionally. ChargePack says, can we manage your battery all of the time? Some people will absolutely love that. They don't want to think about tariffs, they don't want to think about charging schedules, they just want a system to do its thing, and that's perfectly reasonable. Others will prefer to remain in control. They'll want to decide when the battery charges, when it discharges, what reserve levels they keep, and that's completely reasonable too. Neither side is right, neither side is wrong. It's just simply a difference in philosophy. So after digesting Octopus's frequently asked questions and looking at both products, my conclusion is ChargePack is not Octopus's version of Axel. Axel is essentially a battery rental scheme. ChargePack appears to be a battery management service. Axel pays you for specific events. ChargePack promises ongoing optimizations. Now, the challenge for consumers is that Axle's value is easy to see and easy to measure. ChargePack's value is currently much harder to quantify, at least based on the information that's been published so far. And before I hand control of a battery worth thousands of pounds to Octopus's AI, I want to understand exactly how much value it's creating for me, not just for Octopus. Now, what do you think? Would you happily hand control of your battery over to Octopus? Or do you prefer to be the one that's sitting in the driving seat? Let me know in the comments below. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, I gotta think you found something interesting in this video. I hope I've earned your subscription. If I have, and you click that button down below, know that I will do my best to continue to deliver that kind of value in every video. Oh, and PS, please hit the like button so that this video gets seen by a lot more people. That's it for today. If I'm lucky, I'll see you back here real soon for another video. Take care. Bye-bye.